We're back. We're back. It's us. It's really us. Well, yeah. Here we are.
Yes, finally.
We're doing it. We're doing it. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Perfect.
It's welcome to the Average Minute. For all y'all that our sound effects are a little off though. The soundboard, we're trying out a new producer, and the soundboard that's so silence all phones if you could. For those of you that are just listening and not watching, you might recognize the laugh. For those of you that are watching, you already know it's me and Whip.
What's
and then we got Mrs. Average.
Cheers.
We got her drunk enough to decide to come on the podcast. What are you drinking?
Espresso martini.
Espresso martini.
With a cinnamon sugar rimmer.
Yeah, because that pairs nicely.
She thought it was chocolate. She thought it was chocolate.
I also thought I was supposed to have the alcohol in the cup before it.
Oh, you were gonna fill up the cup and then
do the rimmer.
Do
Yeah.
the rimmer, yeah. Because
How are you going to make the sugar stick?
Well, you're supposed to get the rim wet, so that's why I wasn't sure if I was supposed to.
I don't know. It's this concoction right here. This.
oh, yeah, it's one of them at home. What do they call that? Bartesian or bartisan or some
Barista?
barista.
Barista?
No.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Is it a barista?
I don't know.
I don't know
I
the
don't know.
exact.
I think it's a whatever. Google it. At home pre-mixed cocktails. You load up your liquor. We're not. They're not one of our sponsors. But if
They
if
could
they'd
be.
like to be, here we go. Just load up your favorite hard liquors and a bottle of water, and it comes with these little Keurig pod type things that you put in there. And there you go. Product placement right here.
This is
Lemon
lemon
drop.
drop.
They got lemon drop.
They have. Somebody got a package today.
there was a couple boxes.
This is the Witch's Heart.
Witch's heart, huh? I wonder what's in that.
Jesus.
But anyhow, you put one of them pods in that machine, and then you tell it how strong you want it to make it, and it'll read the little barcode on the pod.
The devil's anus.
And it knows what liquor to put in and whatever. It's
crazy.
just one touch. Anyway, it's
pretty cool.
If you're an at-home drunk, and I don't know how cost-effective they are, but
You don't need to know.
it's easier. It's
It's
easier.
better if you don't know.
It's
Okay.
easier than keeping like 40, 50 bottles of random mixers in your
Right.
bar.
Yeah,
Like
I
you
hear
can
you.
just
Yeah.
keep liquor, and then guess what? I don't have to open this bottle of whatever creme de whatever for that
Right.
one.
And figure out the mixtures of
Yeah,
everything.
like
Open your book to page 30.
yeah, you got your grandfather's bar recipe
Right.
Rolodex,
Right.
And it's just it's all right. That's enough commercials for whatever this
Right,
contraption is until they start paying us, which we're happy to take your money
Yeah, sure.
because we like the product, we do, and we recommend it. But that's enough free advertising right there. So it's been a minute. It's been
it has.
a month ish.
I can't remember the last time we've done one.
We're still trying to figure out how to do a podcast after what is this, episode 97? Are we
Is
up
it really?
to?
We haven't got 100 yet?
I feel like it's here. Let me check the.
I think we're pretty close to it. Yeah.
But I think that we are.
I think the last one was in my backyard.
Episode 96 was the last one. Is there such a thing as bad head?
Ah, that's right.
Which
No, there's not.
depends on who's on the podcast. There is no such thing as bad head.
Versus no head.
Right. Well, yeah.
I'd rather have bad head than no head.
Yeah, I think. I mean, I think so. Sometimes,
There's not a.
dude,
All right, let's not get back into this.
Get one of them rough ones. Anyway, yeah, that was last episode. Go back and listen to last episode if you want us to have this conversation again. We thought we would try out having a different type of guest.
Yeah.
So, Mrs. Average has been around the MGA
Yes.
for a number of years, and
Thanks for having me.
She's been my go-to for keeping the John Daly hole going.
Yeah, there's the John Daly. There's
Pictures.
pictures. There's general.
There's general making people happiness.
Meet
Yeah.
and greet.
Yeah, just keeping the flow going.
Right. So, what would you say the most important thing you do for the MGA is?
I'd say show up.
I'd say drink.
That too.
Well, I bet
Show up and drink.
If we were to take a poll from
Those would be the benefits,
West,
I guess.
West Valley Medios, they would probably say she just shows up and drinks. But no, not that's all you do. I meant like
that would be
I
nice
mean,
if that's
the
all
most
I could do,
important
but-
thing. People like seeing pictures of themselves on social media.
They do.
It's funny. I was talking to Mrs. Sexy because she was at the last tournament. Mrs. Average was not.
Yeah.
And she was taking pictures, and there were a couple times where she came up behind me and took a picture while I was hitting the golf ball, and they were good shot. They were both good shots.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh my gosh, it's amazing! I took the best picture of you. Come see it." And I'm like, "Okay, well, yep, yeah, that's not bad, And I'm like, "I can't wait to not see it on social media because
I'm not in charge of that anymore.
I was giving
all right?
her a hard time.
I'm not in charge of that anymore.
I'm like, I can't wait to not see it on
I've
social.
actually delegated that out.
And she's like,
to the sexies.
She's like, "Oh, stop! It's gonna be on there. I'm gonna post everything." Sure enough, we get the photo dump from the last tournament. Guess what picture's not in there?
You.
Yeah. Honestly, it's
so-
for the best, dude. You are hard pressed to find a good picture of me. First of all,
I have a pretty good one
well,
from last weekend on the boat.
what? You sent him that shit? God damn it, this bitch. You
No.
sent him?
It's the one I took 2 weeks ago. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I was
okay.
gonna say because she took some
What'd you-
racy.
What'd you get?
We had
We'll
a-
talk.
It was-
We'll
yeah.
talk.
I just said, dude, we came off. We were out there till sunset. I had the lights on the boat and everything.
That's crazy.
And she was there sitting there filming me while
Were you dancing again on the deck?
something was dancing.
Was there a helicopter out there?
No, it was more like just anyway.
So anyway, back to the pictures of the MGA.
Yeah, I honestly I don't give two shit. I like the last person I
Well-
want to look at is myself.
So last
in
year,
pictures.
I didn't post any pictures.
You had a lot of stuff going on.
Yes, but I mean, so I delegated that to the sexies, and now Tracy wants to dump them all. David wants to put.
Oh, he wants to do like a couple here, a couple there, limited
Yeah.
release.
But
Like
I'm like, well, I don't like doing that because then all my posts for the MGA get lost in pictures. You
Right.
got to scroll all the way down to the bottom just to find a. Okay, our next tournament is this.
So-
Sign up here.
can't you pin that though?
I do pin those. Mm-hmm. But still, I mean, when I have to go down and find it to unpin it, or make an edit or something, or change the fucking pairings because that always happens.
Don't,
but
don't,
anyways.
don't mess with the chat.
Hey, I'm
leaders'
just
social
happy.
media.
I'm just happy they're being posted,
Finally,
and I don't have to hear shit from
Everybody.
Everybody.
the hands.
everybody saying, "Where's all these pictures that we take?
Yes.
How come we don't ever see the group
You know how many
photos?"
times I've been cornered after a tournament? Where are these pictures going to come up? What about the last three
That's
tournaments?
really
You know,
that's what
it's-
people are complaining about is where's all
No,
the pictures?
Not anymore. It's different shit.
Because they're being posted.
Now they're being posted, yeah. So it's
Oh my
good.
gosh, it's amazing.
I want to thank Tracy too for being. here.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely because
You guys are a great team.
We are. She drives, I drink.
that checks out.
Perfect.
How's that working out for you?
It works pretty good.
It
actually.
actually does.
So what would you say your standard, like what's your, run us through a tournament from your perspective? Because I hardly ever see you guys. First of all, because
Well-
you don't ever come around to my group. Second of all,
Because I feel like I'm bad luck for you, by the way.
well,
I don't even look at you.
That could be.
I know that.
That could be.
But what I mean is, like, I don't know how your experience goes.
So I will tell you, like, the couple of times that I have done it all by myself, it is a challenge because you do literally have to figure out which hole to start at. And this is with doing the John Daly. Which hole to start at to get those photos, get to the John Daly in enough time to catch the first group there, stay there until the John Daly, then go back and still try and catch up with all the other people that you haven't taken individual photos of. Because you take your group photos at the John Daly. The John Daly can get slow, especially when you have some groups that take a little bit longer than other groups. However, the benefits to doing the John Daly is you actually get to talk to them
Yeah.
while you wait for the other group to go on. I like that, but at the same time, you do have that. Like you guys usually get missed on those because
Well,
we can't
first of
always
all,
catch up
you're
to you guys.
you start somewhere else on the course, and you're gauging their pace of play. And in the first group, we're like,
right,
We're quick.
we're gone.
Yeah.
right,
And all of a sudden,
Then you're stuck there too.
like
at the John
let's
Daly.
say John Daly holes on number 5, and you start with some other group, and they're only 3 holes in, and we're texting you going, we're already past
Here,
the John
yeah.
Daly hole, so we're not
Yeah.
waiting.
which has
Yeah.
You know?
happened.
Yeah.
But it is nice when the both of us are doing it because we're both taking pictures. Like we'll split the group, and you take these two. I'll take these two, and then it's quicker to catch everybody that way. Except lately we haven't been doing the John Daly. I don't know if that's helped, but
Actually, I thought it worked out pretty good on it Los Caballeros.
So my only concern with that and is always that if you're not there at the hole, are people actually doing it? Are they using
Right.
the John Daly driver? You know,
Right.
and that's where. Here's the thing, yeah, it's gimmicky, it's silly, and if you're there for a serious round of golf, join another league. That's my opinion.
Right. Exactly.
We do stuff like this because it's fun and it's
Yeah.
whatever. And I'm not saying that most everybody left to their own devices are going to cheat. I'm not. That's not what I'm implying. But it's one of those things where if half the people are doing it and half the people are not doing it, the half that are doing it are getting fucked.
Yeah.
Because it is not fun to sit there and shotgun a beer and use the John Daly driver to hit your tee
Right.
shot. And a lot of times we'll be set up on a hole where it's diabolical because there's death right, and it's hard not to slice that drive. You know,
Yes.
like so.
That's a slice driver for sure.
So it's one of those things where if I'm doing it, I want everybody else doing it.
right. Everybody should be
You know,
doing it
and
unless you don't drink.
It's
or
not
whatever,
a. It's
you know.
not. It's not. And it's not there to
not
be like
mandatory.
a punishment or a
No.
penalty or something.
It's just a fun
It's
hole.
just yeah.
That's why I do it on a par 5.
And we've never twisted anybody's arm. Like if you're one of those people that doesn't drink or whatever,
No, you don't
like
have to.
okay, whatever. But you're still using the John Daly driver.
the left-handed one if you don't drink and you're right-handed.
Yeah, right. Right. Yeah, turn that bitch upside down and just
You gotta
Yeah.
try to hit the back of it. So yeah, it's more of a fun thing, and golf is a game of what is it? I don't want to say character,
integrity.
integrity.
Yeah.
So
It's a gentleman's
hopefully,
game. Like
yeah.
you keep your own score.
But
you,
a lot of people don't shotgun the beer either.
Get me started on keeping score.
We won't. We'll cover that in the second half of the podcast.
in
And
that
if
one.
you're gonna keep
Yeah.
score, turn your fucking scorecard in. I can't believe we're still talking
I
about
know.
it.
It's
Anyway, Mrs. Average didn't have anything to do with the scorecard debacle at the
No.
last tournament.
No.
no,
But, or, no, we're good. I thought we had terrorists.
Terrorist attack. 3, 2.
We are here at the Average Minute World Headquarters, by the way, which is a rare venue for the podcast. Even though
is.
it is the World Headquarters, we're never here.
The AC's nice though. I will give you that because it was
It's-
the hottest day of the year so far.
It's
Okay.
better than being out on the patio for sure,
It's hot out there.
or out in the
You
garage.
rode the Vespa home
I did with
Like-
a jacket and gloves and a helmet.
Like you,
with the jacket too.
Well, yeah, because safety first.
yeah, because
But she was wearing shorts.
but that jacket though
jacket.
really protects the vitals if you go down.
Right.
It was more than just shorts, by the way.
Leg warmers.
They were yoga pants.
It's the boots. We're made for walking.
She looks like a Bratz doll on a Vespa. Yeah, you're all in on that thing.
Dude, I'm getting more and more comfortable with it.
That's good.
I am. Like, I thought about this on the way to work this morning because you get the people that don't like high because I'm on a Vespa, they're on a motorcycle. I get
You do
it.
the old peace
It's
sign.
it's a 60-40. I'm putting it at a 60-40.
Yeah. Well,
Like to the point where almost I wait to see if they're gonna and I got caught on the way home like not doing it, and the dude like drove by and I was like, peace.
Come back!
you turn around and
Chased
by
him
him.
down.
and then turn around again. Peace.
Gotcha. But
Yeah, but some people do it. Like if you're on the freeway, I've seen people like 6 lanes over going,
yeah.
"Hey," and it's like, wait, was that guy waving at me, or was it who's waving at me?
It's yeah.
Do you do the customary, like as you're riding down Camelback and you see, do you do the heads up
You see a
for
police officer?
somebody coming the other way?
No, because honestly, I have not come across a police officer on the Vespa.
Have you ever seen anybody doing that?
I have not actually. I have not. But I will tell you, I've never paid attention to it until probably now being on the Vespa. But I mean, I have a whole 459 miles on my Vespa.
Oof, that's a lot since
That is.
December,
That is.
since Christmas.
Well, it's warmed up enough now you can ride it.
That too. Yeah.
You don't like the cold, huh?
No, because you're like a little hard to get warmed up. But
Speaking of bad head, you know.
In the middle of a snowstorm.
Yeah, it gets a little
Up north.
and them teeth get a chattering. So I understand. So here's a venue for me to say, I truly appreciate you sacrificing your time and to come out and make an enjoyable golf tournament for all the guys and girls.
Me too, yes.
We're up to how many women do we have now in the league?
6?
Several, right?
6, 7?
So when I say guys out there in podcast land, I'm talking to just
All the
just
medias,
guys
yeah.
in general, humans. So you've historically hated golf for as long as I've known you.
hate's always a strong word. I would say
Yeah.
it is not my favorite, and I don't play it.
So why? Let's. I just want to get to the root of all this. What is the root of your disdain for the game of golf?
I am not good at it.
Well,
so that's one of them.
I'm not good
It's
at
because
it.
you
Yes,
don't
yes, I
practice.
could practice and get
You
better
don't
at it.
practice.
But for me, I get more satisfaction out of probably shopping than
You know, they have a clubhouse with shirts and stuff in it, right? Hats.
yeah. But you
Ooh,
can't.
think of all the cute outfits you could get
Yeah,
if you
little
started
golf
golfing.
outfits. Yeah.
Yeah, there's that.
Because you already have some of them, even though you don't play. You got little golf skirts and golf shirts, visors, and
Yeah, but now I just wear what's comfortable,
You
which
got,
is
you-
flip flops
you got your
or
sweet,
no shoes.
your sleeveless Sexy Ocho apparel shirt, by the way.
Yeah.
Which, did you know, live read for Sexy Ocho, for all you out there in podcast land that are looking to, stock up on all your hard to find summer patterns from Sexy Ocho. They should be going live with a new order here
Soon, hopefully.
sometime soon. They are, and I know it's an election year. Everybody's concerned about what's going on in the world. If you have any concern over the maybe the origin of some of these textiles and whatnot, I have talked to Mr. Rodriguez, and they're actually building a plant in Del Rio and putting some folks to work.
Nice.
Okay, so they're kind of making their own sweatshop. They're having their own, he's up to what, 4 or 5 grandkids now, which are almost old enough to start sewing on them blade collars.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
it'll be soon before it's all America all the time, right?
Perfect. Yeah.
We don't even have to go to the Chinese for these shirts. Coming soon to southwest border section near
Well,
you.
there's enough Chinese here now that we can just use them.
Well, they're coming across the southern border.
Yeah, that's what I'm
A
saying.
lot of them are in hopes of getting hired on with Sexy Ocho Apparel, which have been such a great partner for the Chinese
Right.
over the last, 6-7 years.
We need some Bangladeshis to come over.
Why? Do we need a call center?
Well, no, but a lot of the shirts I see on Amazon are from Bangladesh.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are they trying to compete?
Maybe.
I don't know how I feel about that. Anyway. So, yeah, stock up on
So-
Sexy Ocho Apparel, soon to be all USA all the time.
Hopefully a new one's coming out soon, David.
Yeah, hopefully. So, David, what an order is when you actually put, like, you gather up who wants what, and then you send that to the
We need
manufacturer.
to figure out our.
I know.
Speaking of that,
I know. There's a
It's
whole.
getting close.
There's a whole.
It's like shit. 5 months away.
It's barreling down on us. So,
So I wanted to reiterate too. Thank you for doing what you do. You
Thank you.
make everybody's golf experience enjoyable.
Thank you. You know what makes it enjoyable?
You
I was going to say the alcohol.
booze. I know. When we start out with Bloody Marys in the morning, that's
speaking
And there
of,
are some places that do them better than others, but yes.
do you need to
Yeah, I've been staring at it for a minute.
go
but
ahead?
No.
Go ahead. We'll do a live demonstration.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I would do that though.
Why?
Okay.
Let's let all
Which
these.
one do you want to try this time?
I don't know. Do I stick with the? No.
Did you wanna
let's
try the
not.
lemon drop?
I do want to try the lemon drop, but
You
then
need
I
to go
gotta
wash off
I
that
gotta,
sugar.
Yeah,
Just go.
and
Just
then-
go rinse it
sugar.
off.
All right,
You'll-
we
you'll
gotta
be
talk
fine.
about something else.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Also, our next one you're going to be at is going to be Copper Canyon.
so the
You've never been out there.
the FU Open is barreling down on us.
Yes.
That's next week,
What is the date today?
the 5th.
5th. So, oh shit.
It's next
10
weekend.
days away, yeah.
Father's Day.
I better call them, huh?
On Father's Day.
Yes, it is. We'll dress patriotic because it's the Freedom and Unity Open,
Yes.
which means America.
Yes.
So,
That's a good segue to
It's-
another, Sexy Ocho commercial. Oh, never mind.
no.
This is full America.
You got all the sugars and everything?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Duh.
Dude, she's.
Triple berry
Listen.
sugar rimmer.
We got items.
Are you going to do you want the berry or do you want the witch's heart?
No, I the lemon.
Lemon drop?
Yeah.
Sugar for the lemon drop.
Oh, I don't know if I have just plain sugar.
Yeah,
Oh,
just saying.
I think I might have some plain sugar. Somewhere.
So anyway, the FU Open, the Freedom and Unity Open is coming to a course
Yeah,
near us.
we only have like 46 people right now,
Yeah.
which I'm
You know
hoping
what?
to be around 6. That's a
It's-
great tournament.
So
but-
I know a couple people that are not playing because it's Father's Day, which
Oh, really?
it's nothing new. It's
I
always
know.
been on Father's
I
Day,
know.
and we're not changing. it.
No, it's since I've played, it's been on Father's Day.
Yeah.
So
It's
no,
we didn't. That's not new for this year. It's just she's dude. Listen, she's got
Now
all
she's
kind
doing
of
tamarind-
crazy shit going
tamarind?
on back there
salt rimmer
Yeah, why not?
for the lemon
for a
drop.
lemon drop.
Yeah, why
That
not?
doesn't pair
it's a
nicely.
sugar rim.
That's for a margarita.
Trust me.
Okay.
Trust me. You want sugar?
All right, I gotta find sugar somewhere.
We have sugar.
Okay.
Here, you want this?
No sugar tonight in my coffee.
Just do you have regular sugar in the pantry?
This is riveting, by the way. This is riveting audio.
Oh,
Pickle pinch. Oh, I think
Ooh,
we
yeah,
can do
put the
this
pickle ram on
one.
there.
You think so?
No.
Oh.
For a lemon drop? do not put the pickle ram on your lemon drop.
Okay.
that'd be
All right.
disgusting.
So,
So yeah, FU Open.
yes, at Copper Canyon, which I
So-
have not played. I have not played that course in a lot of years. It's been since before they opened up the other 9.
So yeah, there's 3 nines. It's like Palm Valley.
Yeah. Do you
There's,
know which 2 we're playing?
I do not yet. There's north, south, or no, east, west, and north. I think, or something.
It's no, that's Palm Valley. It's like it's like mountain, vista, and
Oh, you're right. Yes.
some other bullshit.
I do not-
Lakes or something.
I'll call him in the morning and get all that figured out and let him know because it is bearing down pretty fast. So
Yeah, I'm gonna have a problem if you call them up and they'll be like, "Who?
Huh? Huh?
What?
Huh?
Huh?
No, I'm going to have a problem.
Do you have a contract?
I believe so. Yeah.
Good.
I mean,
I'm really looking forward to it.
I like those courses. I play well there. The
Thank you.
God.
Yes, you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. John's
Average just jinxed me.
Yeah,
Average is a jinx.
I jinxed
by
it.
the way.
Apparently, that's the case because Bob says that ever
Dude.
since I told him how well he's playing,
You jinxed him big time.
he hasn't broken 100.
Bob's been playing really well.
Dude, he was on a tear.
He was playing. He was low to mid 80s.
He was on a tear.
and killing it.
And I was amazed. I was like, and I was jealous.
And you mentioned it.
Not sinister. There was nothing like, I'm going to try to fuck with this guy. I was just like, oh my gosh, like you're happy for a friend. You know, you see your friend doing well, and you're like, oh my gosh, it's
Oh my
amazing.
God.
I love my friend.
You're playing great, my friend.
So for all you out there in podcast land that may not know Mrs. Sexy,
Sexy Ocho.
that's my best Mrs. Sexy.
It's pretty spot on.
We're not going to talk about the GPS idea. That's still in the works. I still have a patent pending on the Mrs. Sexy GPS. The personal assistant, like Siri, where you just go, hey Tracy, navigate to Copper Canyon Golf Course. Oh my gosh, that's where my husband's playing.
Let's
It's
go,
amazing.
my friends. Hello, my friends. We made it.
Are we taking Iron Grizz? Let's take Iron Grizz.
30 minutes to Ruben. If you put a restaurant in,
Personal chef assistant.
you put a restaurant in. It's like, ooh, you were 12 minutes from Ruben. Ooh, you were 23 minutes from Ruben.
Oh my gosh, dude. Oh Christ. That would be,
We got to come up with that. The Tracy.
yeah.
That's
yes.
amazing. All right, which one you going with? Lemon drop?
I'm doing lemon drop, yeah.
All right, so for all you out there in podcast
I don't know if you
land
can see
that are only listening and not watching,
Yeah.
we have an on-air demonstration going
do
for
you
this
this?
here.
Yeah.
We are really trying to get a sponsorship out of this company, which would be amazing, by the way. Do they have a little portable one that you can put in your golf cart?
I'm sure you can plug
You
that
can make
in on a boat.
transfusions. Hey, see if they have transfusions next time you do one of them bulk orders.
You can plug that in on the boat.
I could. I have an inverter on the boat, but that's slightly bigger than Jay's
Dude, that'd be a bad idea.
blender. He's got the
That would be a bad
just have
idea.
hard liquor out there.
You seen Missy? Good morning, Missy.
Ooh, yeah,
The first day Missy out there was mixing everything.
yeah.
Morning
Well,
glories.
2 morning glories in the morning,
Yeah.
and then the straight up vodka drink that
That strawberry basil vodka.
yeah.
Drank that, and then Jay started making something. I don't know what Jay
He
was
made
making.
he was making watermelon margaritas or daiquiris or something.
I don't know what he was putting in. Rum.
Yeah, it was daiquiris.
So she had vodka, rum, and then started drinking high noons.
Yeah. And she was living her best life too.
She was having a great
Because we were like, "Hey, you wanna sneak in a water?" And she's like,
No,
"Don't
she
don't
deserves
tell me
that,
what
man.
don't tell me what to do.
I know. I asked her. She's like, I don't need a fucking water. I'm like, all right.
What are you, my mom?"
All right. Meanwhile, I'm over there fucking drinking water. I'm like, oh, here we go. She's gonna be fucked up later.
She looked at that baked potato at dinner like it was a bomb that was gonna go off.
It was. Yep. That's goddamn every time. I remember
Yeah.
one day I took vodka out and drank vodka all day. Vodka, these fucking things. Mm-hmm. And I regretted that. Oh my god.
How many days did it take you to recover from that?
A week at least.
So here's a pro tip for all you out there that may or may not be planning on going to Havasu anytime soon. Just don't drink hard liquor out there.
Sugar rim.
That one's good.
Sugar rim. It would not
Probably
be good.
better with-
It would not be good with cinnamon.
No.
The lemon? No.
Lemon drop and sugar, I'm telling you.
No, it's pretty good.
Yeah, well it cancels out it. Yeah.
The bitterness.
Yeah,
Take the
you don't
sweet
want
bitter.
you don't want more bitter to go with the also bitter, like that tahini
But I am
thing.
a bitter person.
You are a bitter woman. That's
But then there's
no
alcohol.
doubt about it.
It'll get you out of that bitterness.
So, speaking of Havasu, I need to make an amendment. It's been a minute. So we actually had a guy write in.
Oh,
Peter somebody, but I'm pretty sure it was an alias. It
okay.
was like, I forget, Pedo Peter or something like that. Wrote in and could not be more upset about, you know how we protect the names of the innocent
Right.
and the guilty,
Right.
just because we're,
Because we're that way.
yeah, we're decent people,
Right.
right? So he was pretty pissed that his name was Brandon,
Yeah.
that his name was Biden, because his name is Brandon. God damn, I fucked that up. So it turns out
I'm like,
Hennigan's, the no smell, no tell scotch. No, so Brandon, we're gonna call him Brandon because his name's fucking Brandon.
one nut Brandon.
Yeah, well, he stuffed the other one back in. I don't know if it works or not. I mean,
I don't
he
wanna know.
hasn't procreated
Yeah.
since the last time he procreated. So, yeah, so he was not happy that the reason I did it, and I'm gonna fall on the sword. It's because everybody knows. Let's go, Brandon. Is like
Right.
fuck you, Biden.
Right.
And that was my way of saying fuck you, Brandon. Was calling him Biden. So there you go, protecting the names of the innocent, but also, hey,
But were you really saying fuck you to Brandon?
no, not really. Well, it depends.
He knows that.
I've been known to,
Times.
but yeah, he and his wife were not happy. So
This last weekend or the weekend we were there?
no, dude, how long? Dude, it's been a minute since we did the podcast. They were out there like the next week. They were like, "What the fuck, man? Why you call us? I can't believe you called us Bidens." I'm like, okay, well,
Them's just jokes, by the way.
I'll fix it. Meanwhile, and then I'm like, fuck that. I'm not even doing a podcast. Fuck those guys. I'm not fixing. You don't call into the average minute with notes. I'll write it and we'll do it live. No. Yeah. So, but anyway, he hasn't been out to Havasu in a little bit. So whatever. But there's been all kind of stuff going on there. Like, it's been a weird year.
Golly.
It's been a really weird year. You can probably talk about how me
Well-
pulling my gun on the cop that pulled me over on the way.
That's right.
So tell me,
Uh,
here, I'll give you a scenario, and you can tell me whether or not it's white privilege.
yes.
Okay, so there's that. That's the story. No, so we're driving up from here to Havasu at
What time was this?
Probably 10.
It was not early.
It was probably 10.
Okay.
It wasn't like crazy
So
late.
normal.
It's probably 10 o'clock.
Normal.
And I'm in between the golf course where we play Battle of the
Emerald
Bridge.
Canyon.
I'm in between there and Havasu, right? Actually, I'm not that far past the golf course. And I'm doing 85. I'm doing 85 up to 95, which is
Normal.
which is a 65. Say that 10 times fast. And meanwhile, there's not a shit ton of people on the road. And I'm just cruising along, watching Netflix, got the phone up on the dash.
What
and
were you watching?
I don't know. Some bullshit. Oh, I think that bullshit fucking, and I'll say it, you heard it here first, that bullshit Jerry Seinfeld movie about the Pop-Tart.
Oh.
Yeah. What a waste. What a time suck that was. Anyway,
It looked pretty good to me.
well, I'm a fan of anything Seinfeld,
Yeah, I know.
right?
I
He's
know.
by,
Trust me, all your shit Seinfeld.
yeah. But I'll tell you what, you start throwing in fucking Amy fucking Schumer.
Yeah, I can't stand her.
And I like Jim Gaffigan too. Meanwhile,
I'm not a fan of the other lady.
whatever. Anyway, we're
Anyway.
getting away from it. We're watching Netflix. I'm cruising. Everything's fine. Living my best life. All of a sudden, I see headlights coming at me the other way. That as soon as I pass, and I'm like,
Nah.
that's a cop. Well, this cop followed me.
Did you slow down?
Oh yeah. I mean, not like, but like, you know, just I know what's happening, and it's too late at that
I'm getting
point.
pulled-
Once
you
they
should've
do
just
the
pulled
U-turn-
over,
yeah.
'cause
Well,
she was waiting for a spot, wasn't she?
there's there's really nowhere to safely pull over,
That was pretty good.
so.
You could probably get another one with that salt or that sugar.
So, a couple miles, and then lights me up. I pull into the market there. That's the next
Yeah, where
possible place.
where you go
Yeah,
to the bar out there.
yeah. So, and I'm expecting, you know, freaking whatever his name is. Fuck, why am I drawing a blank on his name? The guy with the beagle from Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah.
I'm expecting.
Roscoe Pete
Yeah,
Goldberg.
there you go. I'm expecting, and I roll all the windows down, turn the light on, everything like you're supposed to, and next thing you know, I look over and I see the shadowy figure coming up to the passenger side, and so I'm like, get my license and registration out and ready, and next thing you know, just over this is the window in my truck, just set of eyeballs.
She Kilroyed you?
She's like she's like 5-0, you know, and I don't know, deputy.
Did she step on your
No.
step to get in?
No, deputy.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Deputy Roscoe or
Deputy Dog
or Hernandez or something from the La Paz County Sheriff. Hey, you know why I pulled you over? And I'm like, yeah, I could probably ballpark it, you know. She's like, do you know how fast you were going? I'm like, yeah, at least in the 70s. And she's like, I had you going 85. And I'm like, yeah. Well, if you say so.
Checks out.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue with you. I mean, you're the one with the fucking radar on your
Yeah,
thing. I don't. Okay. And she's like, oh, okay. Well, it takes my license and stuff. And she goes, you got any weapons in the vehicle? I'm like, yeah, I got a firearm in the console. Like, you know, it's Arizona.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm gonna need to get that from you. You'll get it back. I just need to, you know. And I'm like, yeah, okay, no problem. Meanwhile, she's got my license, and she's like got the radio on her shoulder, and she's calling it in, you know,
Yeah.
like this. Meanwhile, she's got both her hands occupied. She's got my license in one hand and her radio in the other hand, doing this number, calling in my license.
And reaching your console
and I'm reaching in, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I'm not really giving it too much thought right at the moment, but I'm like grabbing the gun out and like giving it to her.
She's on the passenger window, right?
Yeah,
So
I'm
you're
like reaching across Kelly with the.
Were you
you know,
like reaching across
no,
like this?
no. But so she takes
Your finger on the trigger.
takes everything, goes back to the truck, and
You're still holding your gun.
no, she took
Oh, she took-
took everything, went back to the truck for like a couple minutes, came back and was like, "Hey, everything checks out. Like you're good." She goes, "I just got another call, so I'm gonna let you go. Just slow down or whatever." Gives me my gun back and stuff. And when she's giving me my gun back, that's when it hits me. Like we're driving off, and I'm like,
You could have killed her.
well, not
If
that
you were-
not that I ever.
No,
but
no,
I'm
you
sitting here and I'm
would.
going, this is the internet age, right? And I've
Yeah.
seen so many videos of cop shootouts and like and I'm sitting there going, why on earth am I handing?
Well-
I'm reaching into my console for a 9mm that she's not even prepared to like she's got both her hand and I'm.
Right.
If I was up to no good, how easy would it have been? And I'm sitting there going, is that white privilege? Did I just get profiled? Like this guy's not gonna fucking kill me.
I don't think so, but here's probably what she's thinking. You were honest. Hey, you pulled me over. I was speeding. All right, you got me. I was probably doing that. Okay. Do you have any weapons? Yeah, I do. It's in my console right here.
Yeah, I got nothing to hide.
So
like, everything's
she's,
legal.
she feels if you didn't say you had a weapon, and then she was going to search the car or something, and then you're reaching into your console and there's a weapon in there, then she,
Right.
most people that are going to shoot cops aren't going to say, yeah, I got a weapon right here.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
I guess it just made me think about like.
and you're right though. Yeah.
That seems a little lax. Like,
Somebody-
just go ahead and hand me your gun.
Yeah.
Like, all right. Normally they're like, oh, I'm gonna reach in and grab that.
So
Okay.
can you step out of the vehicle so I
Yeah.
can reach in and grab
That's-
your
I mean,
weapon,
that seems
please?
like it's-
Yeah.
Standard procedure, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well, whatever. I mean, ultimately there was nothing bad going on either of our ends. It was
Right.
just something that I was thinking about afterwards. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, I've never really had an experience where I thought, like, did I just get, like, reverse profiled? Like, was I like, dude, because I'll be honest with you, and no. You know why? Because I'm a chinks. And I said it
say it.
before. I'm not going to say it
Don't say
again.
it.
I'm not.
Don't
I'm
say
not. Because next thing you know, we're going to be talking about something else, a different scenario
Did you have
going down.
mimosas with you?
When?
No, that was the other thing. That was the other thing
When you
too.
got Polaroid,
Is
drinking?
when
Oh,
we were when we
no.
were leaving, I was like,
You
God
weren't?
damn it!
No,
it's
I
a
was not
miracle
drinking.
that we didn't have a roadie bag
Right.
in the truck like we normally do, right?
Right.
And
Nope.
because we may or
Yeah.
may not.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm thinking that witch is hard there.
Oh, you're gonna switch up.
Yeah.
That'd probably be good with a lemon.
Put
That's
more
what I'm
ice in
thinking,
there.
like,
That
there's some
I keep saying
sugar in
lemon.
there,
that way
how
it'll
we
be
mix
Can't
it.
get that.
it'll be colder than a witch's tit.
Ooh.
Which I've never. I mean, where do these sayings come from?
I don't know.
Like, what even is that? Here, you know what I'm
'Cause-
going to do? I'm going to take a
You got
prostate
pause?
break right
Me
now.
too.
Because
Because I need another.
Yeah, and then we'll be right back.
All right.
And we're back. I feel like you moved further off camera.
Me?
Yeah,
Sorry.
maybe not. So I don't like sitting like this. I don't like sitting like I'm looking at the camera when we're. It's like sitting at the counter
Here, I'll
for.
move this way.
No, here. I'm gonna fix everybody's problems. Okay.
But now it's even harder to talk to you and still be on camera.
No, because then we can move over.
This is not how any of this works. That's just okay.
I turned my volume down
Okay,
on my
so
phone.
during
I
the
think
break,
that's how it works.
We've had a couple of gimlets
Turns out
and
Mrs.
another lemon
Average
drop.
is like deleting
I had a rough
cocktails.
day. I had a rough day today.
Did you?
I
Yeah.
did.
Why
Tell
don't
us
you
about
want
it.
to tell us about it?
Yeah, apparently I'm not working hard enough.
Oh, okay.
Who told you that?
Nobody.
I was gonna say
Said nobody.
you're fucking high.
Hmm.
You're not working hard.
Let's close out the MGA portion.
Okay.
What's the best experience you've had
Best.
working an MGA tournament?
So I'm gonna say, because for me, I don't play golf. So
You're
for
kidding.
me, it's not as much fun as it is for you guys, but I do get to drink.
Which appears to
It's
be
fun.
fun.
It's-
For all,
it's-
everybody out there in podcast land seems to agree that
It's
So
it's
I
not
would
fun
s-
for us when we're playing bad.
right.
Trust us.
For me, it is the talking to the people.
yeah.
Seeing everybody.
It is. It really is. Talking about them, talking about the
Pretty
families.
much everybody's nice, right? Have you
Yeah.
had any assholes?
No. No.
Nobody.
No. I mean,
Don't say names.
There's been a couple incidences that I wish had not have happened, but
Like what?
I don't have. Nobody's a bad person. Like
Everybody's pretty. cool.
everybody's fucking cool as fuck.
So that we can make a public service announcement for all you medios out there in podcast land to know maybe what not to.
Do not pick me up and throw me around. That's all.
I have a feeling I know who that is.
I have a feeling that like there's probably 3 or 4 people that are like, Jesus Christ, is that me? Did I do that?
No. There's.
I know who it is,
I'm trying.
but we're gonna protect the innocent and the guilty.
Other than that, like
It's
seriously,
not about throwing anybody under the bus.
everybody
No.
is like they're freaking awesome.
Good.
Especially the ones that like drink shots with me.
So
So
that's
all right,
what
let's
you're
get into
looking
that.
for.
There,
Because-
So how does that? So okay.
there are certain holes that I know that
You
I
know
check
who
the
has the
roster and
shots,
I'm
huh?
like, oh yes I do, yes I do.
so
See, that's the thing too.
she decided
So-
she really likes Maker's Mark.
Oh,
I don't like. I don't like Maker's Mark.
You do not.
I told you.
See-
do not ever, ever, ever let me drink that again.
But I'm not the one trying to give it to you, though.
No.
And especially now that you're on the podcast saying words, people are going to be like, oh, let's do shots with Mrs. Average.
Oh, yeah.
So, guess what everybody's got in their bag? All kind of bullshit.
Okay, so no Maker's Mark. Okay.
So here's the thing. I see everybody before the round. You see everybody during the round. We don't get to see everybody during the round, you know?
Right.
Because we're playing our game or golfing or whatever. You see everybody after the round.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, we see the result of her seeing everybody during the round.
Right. Which,
After the round.
which
Which is
sometimes,
fine. Yeah.
You
yeah.
know what? I will tell you. You guys are probably the most serious out of the entire group.
Well, it's because I have work to do. If I wasn't, trust me, if I wasn't
Okay,
chapter
so
leader,
we're gonna have to find some elves for you,
oh,
What?
so that the
elves.
yes.
Oh.
I thought,
So that
I
the
thought you
elves-
said somebody else.
I know.
I was like,
Like,
no, it sounded like that is elves. I
No,
think.
we gotta
Okay.
find you elves
But you know what?
so they can do all your little work for you.
It's
then
entering
you can
scores
have
and all that stuff
fun.
and everything. I still have fun.
I-
It's just I can't have too much fun because I know I have to enter the scores in.
But
and
at what
if I
point
get too
does it become fun for you? So let's turn it on you.
after the round when I can relax and do that. But you know, I still have
You
to
know what,
enter the
though?
scores in.
You know what?
Because
You're right.
I've fucked up some shit. You know,
So you're telling me you're here tonight to tell everybody that you don't enjoy the MGA
I'm not
tournaments
saying that at all.
because
I'm not
it's
saying that at
work,
all.
It's work for you.
I have a good time. I have a great time. But I limit myself because I know what I have to do after the round.
Yeah, like you're not totally cutting loose,
No,
and I'm not either.
no,
I
I
don't
do.
like-
I do in Vegas because I don't have
Yeah,
to worry
you don't
about
have,
that
you
shit.
don't got to do shit.
I got to show up and fucking golf. I don't give a
and then
fuck.
get on the bus.
Yeah.
As long as
know?
you can make it up the steps of the
Here,
bus.
I gotta fucking write checks. I gotta fucking do all that
Yeah.
shit, hand out awards. I gotta enter all the scores. I still have shit to
Yeah,
do.
it's a total
And
pain in the ass.
trust me, I've fucked it up plenty of times.
And I think
You
that's
know
the
how it
part that
is.
people,
I'm 0 for 1.
that's
I
the
fucked
part
it up
that,
the
how it
only
is.
time I
that
did.
people forget or they don't
What's-
see
What's that?
is that it is you still technically working though.
Yeah, I mean, I'd still try and have fun. I do. I drink beer throughout the round, and then afterwards, I shotgun the beers. I have my 6-pack during the round, and I shotgun a beer,
That's
maybe a couple
cute.
shots.
For breakfast.
That's cute. Mrs. I see everybody. And everybody's got shots for me. Which I fucking love that you're out there.
Thank you.
Huh. No, I'll just fuck myself, I guess. Speaking of bad head. You ever try to do it yourself? That's
I can't
not-
even get close.
Yeah, never mind. You know what?
Keep talking.
Don't.
No, I'm not. It's fine. It's fine.
So yeah,
Anyways.
no, I do have a good time at tournaments. It's just when people come up and complain and stuff like that, it just gets like, ugh, we're here to have fun, come on, let's
Yes.
just fucking. And then it's after the tournament too, like a couple days later, or
You did this wrong. You did that wrong.
I hear
the math is hard.
I hear everything from everybody, and it just gets like,
Yeah.
why am I doing this?
Well, we
I just want to
appreciate-
show
we
up and golf.
appreciate you.
Thank you. You should learn how to golf.
So would you rather?
Oh boy.
No, and nothing weird, nothing crazy. What I'm saying is, would you rather have a shitty chapter leader, and you can just show up and golf
No,
and
because
whatever?
that sucks too.
Okay, well,
That's or
you be
or
the chapter
I'd
leader.
rather be the chapter leader because I hope I have it. Everybody has a good time.
I think
I'm hoping.
I think everybody
And
but you has a good time.
Well, no, I have a good time. I'm
No,
saying
we've all heard you.
But it
tonight.
sucks when scorecards don't get turned in, and this I'm not talking about this weekend. I'm talking about before. Or I fuck up the scores. Or
Yeah.
No,
it's a pain.
It sucks after that.
Yeah.
Because then I got to deal with that shit, and then I got to
Yep.
it's just shit you got to deal with.
And
being a
you've
chat
talked
leader.
about automating it, but then everyone has to download an app.
Well, it's a lot of money. First of all, those
If
live
it-
scoring apps
The,
are really expensive.
Was it
Okay,
Golf
and you have to pay
Genius?
for it each.
Golf Genius?
Each person has to pay for that.
No.
It's if
The chapter would have to pay for it.
yeah,
And how much is that?
a lot
It's-
of money.
Oh,
Like $2,500.
oh.
Which
It's
we could go back to our roots. Never mind. You know what? Never
But
mind.
here's the thing: is I just got, but I still have to enter the scores into the MGA website, no matter what, because that generates all of the awards and all that stuff, and the money list and all that shit, and how much the checks are worth and all that stuff. So I still have
There's
to put
got to
front
be a
and
better
back.
way, though. There
For
has
the-
to be a better way.
That would probably work for the skins.
How about Scantrons?
How about if Scantrons? No, because then you'd have assholes out there going abacadabra on the. I shot abacadabra.
I hope
And,
everybody
and you know
knows
what?
So David,
And if you don't get
David,
that,
Abacadabra is
so what a Scantron is
David's probably more familiar with a Scantron than you both.
he's probably not familiar with Abacadabra.
yeah. If you've never gone abacadabra on a
I did surfboards and shit, and skateboards, like just all kinds of shit.
anyway,
But yeah,
all right. Well, listen, MGA. We've come to find out you actually enjoy it more than Whip. So the moral of the story
no.
is
Here's the thing, though. She makes everybody's experience better. You and Tracy being out there makes everybody's experience better because
like
you
to
guys
think
are
so.
having fun. You guys
Yeah.
are taking pictures.
Well,
you're having a good time.
you know
which
what?
I love that.
It's like it'd be like if the beverage cart girl, if you didn't have to tip her every time she came around, and she's like our in-house beverage cart attendant.
There are some beverage cart girls that are better than others.
There is
Yeah.
a fine line, though,
There
because
is.
there are some guys out there that take it very serious, and
Oh,
that's
my
you
gosh.
have
Yeah.
to read people.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you can't just walk up and start taking their picture while they're trying to hit or stand
Yeah.
here when because they'll be
And
like,
then you also know the guys that are dancing out there rather than hitting. So you have to read that too.
Yeah. Yeah.
depends on how many shots they've had.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I have a good time. I do.
I wish you had more fun.
But a
though.
lot of times when my golf game sucks dick, then
Well, sucking dick is not always a bad thing. Though. That's one thing you guys have
well,
to
it is
figure
when you're
out.
when
When
you
you put
when
it
you're
in,
related
when
to
you're
golf.
when it's during an MGA tournament, that's
It's
not good
horrible.
for anybody.
Yeah. It's horrible.
Is it? Is it? Is
Yes, on the golf course. Yeah.
Considering I haven't experienced that,
it? Then you can't really say.
Okay, I am gonna say, considering I haven't experienced
talking
it,
about my
if
golf
you're
game.
doing it on
talking
the
about
golf
my golf
course,
game.
that's bad for me. Because
No wonder everybody has a great time.
yeah, what?
Here's a shot. All right, it's like
Well, let's talk about this.
no, it's not because everybody's
by the
like,
way-
hey, you
No,
want a shot?
but
Yeah,
you
out
you
the-
get to
that's
talk to
not how
people.
any
You
of this
find
works.
out what's going on in their lives.
Yeah.
There are some people that are dealing with shit, by the way,
Yeah,
Weird.
I know.
and they're still
Other-
showing up to play golf.
Other people have
Yeah.
lives.
Yeah.
I always thought I was main character, and everybody else is just an NPC.
It's not always about you, babe. Sorry.
Well, this podcast is.
Oh,
Okay.
it is called the average minute, I guess.
Yeah, but we're not talking about average right now. We're talking about
Mrs. Average and her world travels,
world
and
travels.
apparently sucking dick for shots on the golf course. Which
Well, there's that. Yeah.
that's the name of the episode, by the way.
Sucking dick for shots on the golf course.
Don't start that, because then people
I
are
know,
gonna get
it's gonna be-
the wrong freaking idea.
Don't worry, nobody listens. You got the most listeners ever.
we did hit a milestone last week,
That's awesome. You've been
which
doing
is
great.
which is weird. Yeah, we haven't done an episode in a month.
Maybe we've been overloading people with too
and
much
somehow,
knowledge.
Yeah,
Maybe people don't
have you
want knowledge
have you
or something.
yearned? Maybe people are yearning for the average minute.
I feel it in my plums.
I like it. Yeah. All right. Well, no, we did. We hit a. You know, mind you, if I showed you the actual numbers, that's why I've never actually said the numbers, because if I showed you the numbers,
It's
you'd be like,
whatever. Okay, Rogan.
but
For our little podcast.
more
Or your little podcast.
more people listened. So as of last Friday, more people had listened in a 7-day period than have ever listened in a 7-day period.
What do you attribute that to?
So I put a request out there on Facebook to have people out there in the wild, like not MGA, right? Mm-hmm. Not the SNS Pest Control and the, but just people out there in the wild. I put it on a golf, some bullshit like Arizona Golf, something, whatever. Yeah. Like people that are professionals in the industry, whether it be a golf coach, if you work at a golf course, if you're a beer cart chick, if you make and distribute apparel, if you whatever,
Gotcha.
You work in golf. Like, come on the podcast. Let's talk about your perspective on.
This is a golf podcast.
And meanwhile, this is the closest
Kinda.
thing we could drum up is
Well,
and I might have to
part of the golf world.
And I'm gonna
you
start
her
this.
way.
you don't even know what I'm gonna have to do later as payment. There's
You're gonna have to give a couple shots.
there's
Yeah.
let's just say anyway, I'm not gonna say.
All right.
But yeah, I'm just trying to get it to where it's not so, we're not so isolated to just MGA.
I hear
Not
you.
that I
Yeah.
have a problem with the MGA or talking about it, but hey, there's all kind of other stuff going on out there in golf, and I mean we've stopped talking about lessons for the most part because it's all the same shit just over and
Yeah.
over again. It's like, how many times can we go back and forth about, well, was it a good lesson today or a bad lesson today?
was
What kind of
delicious.
lesson was it? Yeah.
It was
like,
delicious.
so
I hear you.
figured, like, I don't know if
You had a couple inquiries though, haven't you?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm not in a position right now, and for everybody out there in podcast land, I'm working on things. I got stuff in the works to actually have a more designated kind of
Area,
podcast area, especially this time of year. Like, what we've been doing is, hey, whoever's available to go, let's go. And before it gets hotter than hell in Arizona,
No,
it's easy
too late.
to be in the barrage or in the backyard
Right.
or wherever.
Right.
And it's harder to have a space inside someone's house.
And it's tough to
You
do
know.
one every week too, to come up with stuff
Right.
to talk about. And
So-
everything. So we talk about.
So I have
bad
stuff.
head jobs.
I have stuff in the works, but we're not there yet. But I mean, if you're not going away, we'll have you on the podcast. It's just going to be a minute before
I hear you,
I get there. But it's definitely things in the works.
yeah. Nice.
So
So did I hear you're not going to be there next weekend?
what?
What? Huh?
Why wouldn't you be there next week?
Are you going to be there next weekend?
Is it next week?
Talk amongst yourselves.
It's Father's Day.
Oh, I'll be there for Father's Day.
Awesome.
Yes.
Well, for those reasons, she's out.
All right.
She doesn't celebrate.
What? You may not be my dad, but you are the dad to our children.
You are
Am I?
her daddy.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say it.
Wow.
I did not want to say it.
Hey, Daddy.
What? Dude, I just threw up in my mouth a little bit. Like, because you know what that makes me think about, right?
Schoolgirl offer. She's
No.
on later.
No. We're not.
I don't
not-
wanna know.
Yeah,
Do we not wanna
I'll
know?
tell you off air.
All right.
But there's, for good reason, I actually just threw up in my mouth. especially when you tuck that bit of, like, back. Yeah, well, it's,
That's an inside.
yeah, it's way inside. Speaking of getting way inside,
This is a great guess. man.
why don't you?
Are you ready for another drink?
Did you?
I
Why don't you
am,
fire up this
'cause-
here
Yes.
gimlet?
Ooh,
I'm telling you.
let's try some gin. Didn't you put one in the freezer, in the fridge?
I did put a cup in the fridge. I put a cup in the.
What?
Oh. So this is not my last drink, apparently.
You put one
No,
in the
yeah,
fridge
I put
because
one
it
in
says
the fri-
best
yes,
chilled,
best chilled.
best refrigerated.
Yeah, I'm having that one first.
Go for it. We're
Don't-
burning. We're burning the clock here.
Yeah. What
All
we
right.
at, like 30 minutes?
So what do we have going on next weekend, and where are we going?
Next weekend is Copper Canyon.
Have I been there?
No.
Okay.
That's the one that's
You'll
Sun,
have access.
Sun Valley Parkway, just south of Bell Road.
Yeah.
I
let's-
have not been there.
No.
Okay.
Not even a little.
This is a new course for the MGA.
Okay.
Actually,
So-
we played there once.
So-
speaking
we
of,
played
do
there
need
once.
to
Our
talk
first.
about-
We played there one time our first year. That might have been the last time that I played there.
No, maybe.
But you weren't in.
That was not
yeah.
in the MGA then. Speaking of what? We need to talk about what?
We need to talk about
Pace of play?
yes.
Yes, we do.
Why don't you?
It's-
Why don't you talk about pace of play and what that means to you?
You need to fucking focus and get your fucking game done. That's
But how am I supposed
Oh,
to do
sorry.
that when
When
I
you're
got
running around doing
when
shots
I got
with everybody.
when I got somebody driving around giving
You think it
blowjobs
takes
for
me-
shots?
No. First of all, blowjobs are after. Okay.
Oh.
Shots are during the game because we can keep this shit going. Okay. Let's do this. Come on.
Huh.
No. We do need to stay focused. We need to stay
I
on
completely
pace.
understand because at Los Caballeros it was ridiculously slow. I understand that's a tough course. It's a desert course. You're off the fairway. You're in the fucking desert, and it's tough. But you can't spend 10 minutes looking for
No.
your fucking ball
No.
and falling 3 or 4 holes behind in a golf tournament. That's just unacceptable. We've got to get done. I'd like to see it in 4.5 hours, but under 5 hours, we have to get done. Under 5 hours.
Yeah. And
Most
we're-
of us do.
And we're going to talk about this until we're blue in the face
I know.
because it's.
I know.
I'm not saying it's never going to get changed. I'm just saying I would not be surprised if it never changed.
I wouldn't either because that's what the MGA is. It's mediocre golfers. It's people
But you know
that,
what? You
that
can-
aren't good. We have people that shoot in the 70s and can't every tournament, and we have people that'll shoot in the 130s.
Yeah.
So I mean,
That's almost twice as many strokes. If you do that, math is
Yeah.
hard, but that's
You know,
almost
I
twice
mean,
as many
that's-
strokes.
and the people that are shooting is.
God damn, that's loud.
that's pretty. That's a short drink.
Yeah, she's got to put some ice nuggets in there.
What happened to the giblet? Was that the large? I think it's done. It's not going anymore. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
What were we talking about?
Huh?
Stay focused. We gotta get this done.
Oh,
Oh,
pace of play. There
You know
you
what? That's. You know what? You and Tracy are going to be my rangers.
you're gonna start putting people
You
on the
guys-
clock.
you guys
Can we
dress up?
start? Can we start penalizing people for slow play?
Yes.
You guys are going to be Boo Boo. Smokey or Yogi and Boo Boo.
Hey,
Hey.
boo boo.
Y'all got to speed up a little bit. Be my park rangers, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know how many people got that joke,
Uh,
but you know, I understand it's going to be slow, and I don't know. It's
but you can play poorly fast.
yeah,
I
you
do.
can. I mean, people
I-
got to understand they
I
got
play
to pick
bad,
up.
but I play fast.
They have to pick up. Me too. They can pick up after 10 strokes,
It's
as long as you're under 25.
Oh, over 25
Or
handicap.
over 25, yeah. And they got to do that. Even the guys under 25, if you're looking for a ball for 5 minutes, just if you go out there, look for your ball for a couple
Right.
minutes, be done with it. Don't look for your top flight.
Well, here's an idea. If you're hitting 7 off the tee on a par
Is that the
5,
gimlet?
just pick up and put yourself down for a 10.
Right. Yeah. What was that one? Was it the raspberry gimlet?
Was it
Yeah, what are we even? What
Is
is
it the pomegranate? That's not
the
the
pomegranate? Yep.
That's not,
Nope. That's the pomegranate margarita.
It looks darker than the last one.
Well, yeah, because the last
Oh,
one was the
that's tequila.
witches. Yeah.
That
Yeah,
was
the other one
witch's-
was a witch's tit.
Yeah, this one's the
First of
the
all,
pomegranate
I think it's the witch's
tit.
heart.
Well, what's in what's in front of the witch's heart?
The tit.
The witch's tit. What?
All
The
right.
way to a witch's heart
All
is
right.
through her tit.
I'll
That's the name of the episode.
fine. I'll give you guys that one. Anyways,
What's that old saying? Colder than a witch's tit?
Yeah. Which is pretty cold, by the way.
Yeah.
So I've heard.
Yeah. What's the one in the church?
The what?
that one's pretty good too.
So the average minute brought to you by Bartesian. It is Bartesian. It says it right here.
Bartesian is where I get the drinks from.
Okay, so what is
That-
That
that?
is a barista because
Barista.
that is.
So who's the manufacturer of that thing?
It is your household name, by the way.
What,
It
Black
is
and Decker?
Black and Decker.
Is it
What?
really?
It really is.
Black and Decker
It is Black and Decker.
No, it's a barista.
Or barista?
But
Does it
it's-
come with the drawers too?
No, these you can.
Oh,
get
them
on
are extra.
Amazon.
Oh.
You gotta pay
I
like
think all these are
50
extra.
No,
bucks.
it's a barista, but it's by Black and no, it's by Black and It's
you know
Black
what?
and
You know why I
Decker.
said Black and Decker? Because the lettering where it says mix looks like Black and Decker.
oh, on the side it says Black and Decker.
Anyway,
It's Black and Decker.
so we got two sponsors: our Black and Decker barista.
Black and Decker Pecker Wrecker.
Yep, yep. And then we got
Just
the
give her a shot.
the Bartesian mixes, the pre-mix mixes. So how is it that Black and Decker? How is it that this company?
Because that's
are there other companies that make barcode pod
Yes.
drink things?
I'm
there
sure.
are.
I'm sure.
there are.
But they're probably
Uh,
not capable.
You know what the unique function
Compatible.
is? That yes, because this is a Black and Decker unit, and Bartesian comes out with their own. They have their own drink
Yeah.
function thing.
But that one fits. That one works in there?
Yeah,
So these are made for their own machine, but it works
they're
in Black
universal.
and Decker.
Yes,
Kind of like
And
you
that-
don't have to buy Keurig pods for a Keurig machine
Exactly.
because the patent is public and they can.
yes,
Yeah. So I can get McCafe pods, or I can get
yes.
I get government brand coffee.
But I think
You don't, you
these
get the blueberry.
these
It is.
this
It's government
company
brand.
was
It's from
the
like Kroger.
It's like government.
Yeah.
the company that came out with them.
What?
They were the what do you call it? The yeah.
This is riveting.
Yeah.
Riveting audio.
Oh.
Yes.
Do you have any closing thoughts? Do you have any morals of the story that you want to share with podcast land?
I think she's been a pretty good guest so far.
Would you come back on the podcast?
I would. I probably wouldn't come on as a main person
What would you do differently?
as far as doing a podcast.
Yeah.
More shots.
Okay, so you say not as a main guest. Would you like to have other people come on with you? Like
Sure.
maybe the whole WAGs section?
Yeah. If you can get the rest of them to talk.
Well, that's where you come in.
'Cause I'm probably the loudest one.
Well, I don't
Except
know.
for
I don't
my
know if good morning, Missy. If she has like a bunch of
I think if she
morning
has-
glories and
Yeah. But we'll have to do that at Havasu then. At some point.
on a holiday weekend.
4th of July maybe?
or
Okay.
God, jeez. 4th of July is going to be... It's Thursday,
We are
Friday,
we talked
Saturday.
about this. We talked about making burritos.
oh yeah, instead of going
Let's-
to breakfast.
Let's have Sylvia make... the
Jay. Yes.
Jesus. Jay made them?
No, Sylvia makes it.
Oh, was it Sylvia?
Yeah.
Oh,
Those
okay.
chicken salads, whatever the fuck they were.
All right, so we'll just pay her
Right.
to like
Okay.
Yeah.
that's side work.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just Venmo. There you go. Makes a bunch of food.
We'll meet you out there at 6:07.
She ain't going to be there to fucking 6 and 7.
No, but
They're 8
We're-
o'clockers.
We're gonna have to get there early though.
Yeah, I know.
4th of July.
Well, we thought that for
Oh, have you
Memorial
told him that
Weekend,
you
too.
want to stay out until like fucking 10 o'clock to watch the fireworks?
Did you tell them? Because I feel like you were also involved in that conversation. Fireworks.
I just saw John die inside a little bit when I said that. Like,
Okay,
the life came out
But
of
John,
him.
you don't have to drive. You don't have to give a fuck about anything.
You don't have to
You
enter
really
scores.
don't. You don't have to give a fuck about anything.
I know. I normally
Uh,
don't when I.
But you do this time because you have to drive the boat.
We're. s-
It's
Oh, we're. Oh,
Yes,
On
we're
the
in
boat.
Havasu. Yes, 4th
stay
of
till 10
July.
o'clock.
Well, yeah, because they're doing fireworks. 4th
Do
of July.
fireworks before 10 o'clock.
well,
Well,
yeah. It's like
but you got to
it's like
stay out
9.
a little bit
They-
later
they-
so that you're not dodging all the other boats.
And it's in the channel, too, isn't it?
it's on the
It
other
is.
side,
Right
of
outside
the
the
island.
channel.
Yeah,
I-
we did it one year, and we left
Hey,
right after
As
the
long as
fireworks,
Ken's
dude.
driving, I'm okay with it.
And it was mad. It was Mad Max, dude, in the dark, trying to go around the
That's
island.
how it was,
It was-
Memorial Weekend.
No, but in the,
first
dark.
day.
Imagine you can't see the boats that are.
Well, we're supposed to have the lights, right?
Well,
Yeah,
but they're not headlights. You have nav lights.
They're like the
So-
itty bitty lights,
All right.
and
I'm
they're
okay
all going
with
the
it.
same direction as
Why
you.
don't we park the boat over there? Or the launch from over there?
There, you can't launch right there.
You can't launch on the other side of the bay?
No, you got Site 6,
Tech-
dude. I'm not launching at Site 6
No.
ever.
No, but
No, I'm not doing
because there is
that.
a
Launch on
site
the
that you
channel.
can launch from by, but it's
No,
$20. 'Cause
yeah,
it's
no,
this-
dude. I'm
it's
out
different.
especially on a holiday. No. God damn.
So we're gonna launch, go to the sandbar, and then go to the
Yep.
backside of the
Yep.
channel.
You know what? You know what
Yep.
though,
And
John?
then come back.
We're not driving.
I'm not driving. Hey, if Missy's okay with it, I'm okay with it.
Huh.
These are my golf weekends.
Right.
I don't have to give a fuck.
All right.
I'm
We'll-
not driving.
We'll figure all
I'm
this
drinking.
out. Nobody in
I am
nobody in
making new
podcast
friends
land
every
gives two
time.
shits about what we're doing for the 4th of July. If you're the last guy that made it to the end of this episode, we appreciate
How many
you.
minutes have we been going?
Hour 12, nothing crazy.
Not too bad.
So
All right.
anyway, unless there's not really. I was going to talk about lesson, but I don't really need to talk about lesson.
We talked about lesson when you
Yeah,
were
like-
the other day.
Yeah,
when you were live.
just follow us on Facebook. Go to the Average Minute.
Yeah.
I'll do lesson updates there when I'm on my way home from my lesson. I'll tell you all about it.
That was riveting.
If you care to listen about my
I listened to
lesson.
the whole thing.
All right.
You fucked up my swing with the shoulder thing, but okay. that's
Yeah,
all right.
I fucked it up.
Yeah, jinxed me.
Well, that's how that works.
I
All
had a
right.
customer buy me this cup, by the way.
What?
And thank you, Mrs. Average, for coming on
Yeah.
and bringing such
Yeah.
amazing content.
She brought me
riveting,
this.
riveting
She brought me a
audio. Thank
candle.
you. For all you out there,
With some
for
ice cubers.
for Whip and Mrs. Average, to all you out there in podcast land, we'll see you in the rough.